Action.
Okay, class. Today we have to presenting about mechanical workshop practice 2 DJJ 20042 about gas welding. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Muhammad Kamil, and my number matrix is 23DKM20F1121. I'm from class DKM 3B, and my lecturer name is Sir Nairul Akmar bin Akashah. So, next slide. Okay, safety procedure for gas welding. Number 1, inspect equipment for lag at all connection using approved lead test solution. Second, impact hose for legs and worn place. Third, protect house and cylinder from spark, flames, and hot metal. And lastly is using a flame lighter to ignite the flame. So next I will to give to Farhan, to Syahmi, to presenting about safety procedure for gas welding.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Khir. My name is Syahmi Amirul Arif. I come from class DKM 3B. My note metric is 23 DKM 20 F1040. I continue the presentation. Properly fitting clothing that not vary on wound. And then shirt should have a long sleeves. Pant should be straight leg and covering shoes when gas welding. And the last one is have a fire execution easily accessible at the welding site. Okay, next. Now I want to tell you about equipment and machine setup. The first equipment is glove to protect your hand from the heat and spark. And then apron to protect clothing and body from heat spark. And then leather jacket to protect your body from the embedded heat during welding. And next, the face shield or goggle to protect the eyes from excessive light. Okay, next I pass to my friend.
Thank you, Syahmi. My name is Muhammad Fadzly bin Yusuf. I'm from class DKM 3B. My metric number is 23 DKM 20 F0169. So I will continue. Hose gas. There are two gas hoses during gas welding. The blue hose is representing oxygen while the red hose is for acetylene. Wire brush to clean the workpiece or plate from dirt after undergoing gas welding. Plier to lift the workpiece or plate after undergoing gas welding, because after undergoing gas welding, we find that the workpiece or plate will be in a hot state. Cylinder gas. Increase efficiency, more station, no downtime. Standard operating procedure based on given gas welding. First, ensure fitting are tight. Second, inspect hoses for cut and frayed areas. Third, set gauge to desired PSI. Next, I will pass to Farhan.
Okay, thank you, Fadzly. Okay, my name is Muhammad Farhan bin Muhammad Yunus. My metric number is 23 DKM 20 F1039 and I'm from DKM 3B. Okay, thanks, Fadzly. Okay, ensure the sufficient PPE is made available. And the last one, fire extinguisher charged and ready. And the next slide, please. Okay, we will watch about gas welding video first.
When designing your T joint with Oxyfuel using a filler rod, make sure that you start with a neutral flame. Again, make sure that that flame is hot so you are able to melt both the top piece and the bottom piece to each other as you overlay the filler metal into a hot puddle. A T joint is challenging enough. Make sure that when you set up your T-joint, you set it up so you can worry about the structure first and then worry about the weld and focus on each individually. Start off by making 2 tack welds, one at each end, without filler rod to make sure that you can hold the structure in place. Things don't get much easier from there. From there, you need to make sure that you're actually laying filler rod into a puddle. So it's easiest if you push your puddle towards your filler rod and deposit filler rod into your puddle as you move down your weld. Alright, the next weld that I'm going to demonstrate for you is the T-weld. This weld tends to be tricky for students because we end up getting holes and gaps in the metal that we're working on. It's also a little bit tricky on Oxyfuel because you have to try to balance your joint and your 90-degree angle while you are maneuvering your nozzle. So for this setup, I have added a magnet just so we have that straight corner so you can kind of get the idea for that. What I would recommend for students as they are working through is to do a couple tacks so then they can focus more on the actual joint and the weld rather than having to try to hold the joint up. So again, same as before, same as all our other welds, we're going to start with our neutral flame. So being really conscientious to monitor how our flame is holding.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate for any second you watch, any minutes. Indeed, the deficiency come to on self and the strength come to God, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And please don't forget to subscribe Khir Musical Production YouTube. That's all from me and my friends. Thank you.